Things you should know about Last Epoch before you buy. There's an online mode and an offline mode, which means you can play offline on your Steam Deck. Hardcore characters are not completely gone whenever they perish. They are then converted to softcore characters that you can then continue to play. You can respec your skill and mastery passive trees and basically build the character that you want without messing up or being punished for going a certain route. In Last Epoch, there is crafting. So you can take a yellow rarity item and add new affixes on that item. Every item has a forging potential, which is basically the amount of attempts that you can have to forge that specific item. But not to worry, there are shards that can help you decrease the chance of using that forging potential. One of them is called the Glyph of Hope. Unlike in Diablo, Last Epoch has an unlimited amount of stash tabs. If you want 100 stash tabs, go for it. This game, Last Epoch, also has a insane loot filter. You can make one yourself or import somebody else's that has already made it for you. If you don't know what a loot filter is, basically you can just filter out the yellows, blues, and normal items on the ground that you do not need. But let's say they had a rare affix or a high percentage on that specific item. You could have it to where you only see that item if it has that specific high rarity affix or high percentage. This is probably the best loot filter system I've ever seen in any game, to be honest with you. Great news is Last Epoch is coming out on the 21st, and they plan to continue to update the game, and they won't be charging for expansions or DLC. Last Epoch has 3 in-game activities, the first one being dungeons, where basically you could target farm items at varying levels of difficulty. Then there is the Monoliths of Fate, which basically is just consisted of this huge mapping system that just branches out. It's massive, it's huge. With the Monoliths of Fate, there are in-game rewards. Basically, there's modifiers and bosses, with the challenge and rewards increasing as you go. So basically, the further you go on that map, the harder it's going to get. Then there's the Arena of Champions, which has a set number of waves followed by a boss, and basically you can increase the difficulty with a modifier that increases the reward at the end. And then there's the Endless Arena, which basically has endless amounts of waves, and there is a ladder system attached to that one. Yeah, there's a ladder system. Overall, Last Epoch's skills and visual effects are really nice. I really like what they've done with the way that their skills look. They have 5 base classes and 15 mastery classes, with 2 of them coming on the 21st. They will be releasing for the first time, and that's the Falconer and the Warlock. And just to throw this in, because I thought this was a really, really great feature for an ARPG, they have a toggleable map that you can just toggle to the center of your screen and see where you're going so you don't get lost. And that was really helpful. So that's awesome. And, you know, the burning question that I'm going to get is it better than Diablo? Yes. Yes, it is.